So what you're seeing here is the original scanned negative from the SilverFast 9, and everything that I could do to it was done to it. It's a crappy negative, but let's see what we can do here with Topaz. Here it gives you a bunch of recommendations, which in this case I'm going to forego because I'd rather do it manually. So it tells you normal, strong, extreme. You can see it did a bit of a de-blur here to get some of the grain out of it. You can go swipe back and forth and see the change just in that little bit alone. Now I'm going to add a bit of sharpening. And as you can see, it was working. It's enhanced. Look at his teeth. You can see some detail in there. Again, probably a little too much detail, so I'm going to turn it down a bit and let that relax that sharpening. Now my next favorite tool is the Recover Faces. While this one, it should do a pretty good job, it does take a few minutes to do, or maybe a minute, but it continues on and it cleans up the face. Sometimes too good, and you have to tone it down a bit, otherwise abuela or grandma or bupcha or bubba ends up looking like a hot 30-year-old. So as you can see here, he's managed to clean up that face, and you can see Vicky's face is clear. And you got some nice detail in there, and people still look realistic. So, not bad for a $200 program. And then you just export your image. I scan them as TIFFs. It exports them as JPEGs, although you can export JPEG, PNG, TIFF, DNG, whatever DNG is. But for the most part, we just need the JPEGs. And you can see 6.5 megabytes down to 1.3. And we're done. And we got a pretty picture out of it. Any other post-processing you need to do can be done in your typical Photoshop, Photo Paint, whatever you use to edit your imagery.